Hello, everybody, to Paranormal Nation Radio. Not so normal. How's Denise tonight?
Fine, just hoping to get everything back to normal for a little while.
Yep. For a
So,
little while.
well, thank you, Nigel. And so hopefully, I'll go back to having shows on the 19th, maybe.
Good deal. Good deal.
I had a family member contact me and said he wanted to be on the show.
Oh, really?
And it might be really interesting to have a merchant marine that may have seen ghost ships and other things on.
Oh, that would be interesting. Very interesting.
And then his granddaughter is also a medium. She doesn't embrace it, but she sees stuff. So it'd be interesting anyway to hear some of the stuff that she's told him. I mean, I know it's not firsthand accounts from her,
Right.
but she's not comfortable sharing yet. We took them on a tour of Malvern Manor back last family reunion in August.
Oh, yeah.
And Margaret at that time was kind of hiding from the paranormal stuff, from the stuff that she saw. She was trying to turn it off. And she told her grandmother after all that after seeing me be so comfortable in a place where I see spirits and stuff, that she was willing to check it out again.
Well, good.
So, but yeah, she's getting ready to start college and stuff. So she doesn't really want to be the weird kid. Who'd have thought
that I can understand.
Yeah, I understand it too. So, it is what it is. So
Right. I'll shut my green screen off because I got to show you a picture.
Oh, okay.
This picture was taken Saturday.
Okay.
Before Memorial Day weekend.
Okay.
Down at the Cox Cemetery. This is a picture of the unknown Indian's grave. This is what Pastor Gary found around that grave.
Some iced tea.
Twisted iced tea.
Okay.
Up here you have a battery. Up here you have a CO2 cartridge. This is a 30-06 bullet that has not been shot, and a book of matches.
Okay, so why?
I have no idea.
Okay, well, I'm probably going to need that listed out so I can figure it out.
Yeah, but this was at the grave there and everything when he got there
Okay,
Saturday.
So first off, it's an offering. Of course, they should have used tobacco and alcohol as opposed to what they did use, because a Native American would be offended by the 30-06, by the bullet.
Exactly. And the CO2 cartridge,
So
there was another can. There was another can of twisted tea about 5 feet away that had little bitty pellet holes from a pellet gun from that CO2 cartridge.
Yeah. So
but this was all laid out on the unknown Indian's grave down there.
I think part of it's disrespectful.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody unknowingly did something they shouldn't have done.
Right.
And I'm not making a mountain out of a molehill, but they always say bring liquor and tobacco.
Cigar or cigarette.
This is a cheap bastard that only brought a can of twisted tea from the local convenience store and some other crap they had in their car. So
Gary didn't have any of the game cams down there at that time. Now we've got 4 game cams set up to see if we catch anybody else doing anything like this.
Yeah, Christopher Pittman. Yeah, it's not good. I mean, like I said, that was kind of disrespectful in a way. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's kind of like they're making fun.
They are. It's hard to tell who's out there partying and seeing, oh, this is an unknown Indian. Why is an unknown Indian buried in the cemetery?
Well, in in West Virginia, there's a grave in the middle of the road. Okay.
Right.
They built the road around it, and they don't even know who's buried there. It's an unknown soldier
Mm-hmm.
in a random part of West Virginia. I mean, you're just driving down the road and, not a traffic circle, just suddenly it's a boulevard.
Yeah.
So, but that happens a lot in, Virginia, West Virginia, North Carolina. So, and it's out of respect, because you've got a lot of people in the mountains that are big into the lore of fairies and gnomes and trolls and all that other stuff. But they're from Irish and Scottish backgrounds up there. So.
Yeah, I know. But usually during Memorial Holiday down there at the cemetery, Gary puts out a lot of flowers.
Yeah.
And he did this year. And usually at the unknown Indian's grave, there's several more flowers put around.
Right.
It. This year there wasn't.
You show Ron the picture.
Wasn't any?
No, there was other stuff.
Yeah, this is.
I will show you. This is what on Saturday when Pastor Gary went to the Cox Cemetery to put some flowers out for Memorial Weekend. This is what he found.
Twisted tea, battery, air cartridge, a 30-06
CO2 cartridge, 30-06, and a book of matches.
And like I said, I think it's disrespectful.
That was on the tombstone?
Yeah, that's on the tombstone.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like I said, you're supposed to take tobacco.
Well, I know that. Not
alcohol.
Not tea and.
And that twisted tea was not opened. The other one was shot. Nice. Yeah, the other one, about 5 feet, 6 feet away, was shot with pellets out of that CO2 cartridge right there, out of a gun, because they had a bunch of pellet holes in it.
Yeah. That's true, Christopher. It is sacred. Any burial is sacred.
It is.
Whether there's a body in there or the stone is just as a memorial or it's cremated remains. They're all important.
Christopher, we've heard all kinds of stories about this unknown Indian. Whether they're true or not, nobody knows, because nobody in that family, on that side of the family down there, is talking that's still alive. That what happened. So we don't know. We've heard this story. I've heard this story. I've heard there's other things buried in that grave. You don't know.
Yeah. And, you may not ever know.
No, because I'm not digging it up to find out.
Well, you may dig down 8 feet and find nothing. It may just be a memorial stone, like I was just saying.
Oh, no, I think it's time to put a camera out there on it.
We got 4 cameras out there now.
Yeah.
At different
Find out who's doing it. Somebody's obviously knows about it. And
yeah. But yeah, Gary put more cameras out and made sure that each camera was pointed in that direction. So we could get a front, back, side, everything. So, but yeah, other than that, it's as normal as can be down there at the cemetery, other than that. So, yeah, Gary brought me up that picture Sunday and showed me what he had taken. And I went, oh, I got to show this Denise and Ron.
Yeah, Christopher, the one thing about that cemetery is there's nothing around it. You have to know where it is to find it. Unless you're just driving around randomly down gravel roads. And hell, half of it's not gravel, half of it's just dirt.
Right.
So it's just...
It's hard to find. I mean, you have to know about it.
Yeah.
You have to know where it's at. You have to know that it's on that road, because the only ones that travel that road are the ones that farm around there.
And the game wardens in the hunting season.
Yeah.
And Gary.
Yeah. I mean, but yeah, Gary ain't going to do that. We know that for sure. But And game wardens, they wouldn't do that.
No.
They're out there trying to catch the poachers, which there's a lot of it going on out there.
Oh yeah.
And stuff. But yeah, I mean it's out in the middle of nowhere. Guarantee you that. It is, but it isn't. You know, you go 3 miles, you're at the Hans Mill Massacre.
Yeah.
To the east. You go 3 miles south, and you're down there where the Dimmel brothers got murdered recently. I mean, there's a lot of what a lot of people would say. There's a lot of evil in that area right there.
Triangle.
Yeah, it very well could be. Because you go right up, you go down the gravel road and go back towards the New York school. There's a sign up there where it says so-and-so was murdered at this point for being a South, you know.
Oh, a Southern sympathizer?
Yeah.
Missouri has a weird history on that.
It does.
It's kind of like Maryland. You know, people go, hey, you're a Yankee, you're from Maryland. It's like, no, you know, if you read your history, you'll find out that because of Washington, D.C., Maryland had to be neutral. Missouri's different. Missouri was cut. I mean, it was cut in half and half again, depending upon where you were in the state. Right. You know, reading the history, the Civil War history of Missouri, it'll make your head spin.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And to Christopher, yeah. The Cox Cemetery down there, my great-great-great-grandfather started that cemetery down there in 1848. I think is what we found it back to. But I'm sure there was other people buried there before he started that cemetery up on that hill.
Oh, yep. You are, but that's okay. We like you anyway.
That's right.
You know, and what's that matter? Only thing that matters now is if we have a civil war now, which side are you on?
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be a North and a Yankee and all that. I think it's going to be East and West. And red and blue.
Yeah.
I think it'll be the red and blue.
And where do you think Kansas would fall on that?
Well, I know
9 counties are.
I know which county to start.
Yeah.
And work my way over.
Right.
Just look for the colleges.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's right.
Somebody posted on my Facebook post that we have to do something about DeSantis. I said, why? I like him. You know, so I.
Yeah, like what?
Yeah, what am I going to do?
Right. Well, what was their problem? They don't know.
They don't know.
Oh, if you ask them, they don't know.
They live in Kansas City, Missouri.
Oh,
okay, well, you don't have any good examples in Kansas City, Missouri. Sorry, you don't.
No.
And we have every right to talk.
You got garbage running your city forever.
We used to live in Kansas City, Missouri when Cleaver was mayor. Never saw a snowplow for 11 years that we lived there.
Yeah.
14 years, sorry. There was some other years that we had other shit. You know, and that was bad. That you went across the state line into Kansas, and it was fine.
Yeah.
Going down State Line Road, I had
still the same.
So on State Line Road, one side is Kansas, one side is Missouri. I had a car accident going north on the Missouri, so it made it Missouri. The other side of the road was clear. There were no accidents on that side. It was all ice.
Oh, man.
Remember when Derek Thomas had his accident?
Yeah.
And of course, he died a couple weeks later.
Right.
The next day, I had a car accident with Leah in the car, driving up to Shawnee Mission Parkway for work.
Yeah, that was a bad 2-day period right through there.
No, it's snow and ice.
Because when he got killed down there on, what was it, 470 or 435?
435 going to the airport, right? You know, where it turns.
Yeah, where they had the big pile up there by the airport. Yeah.
Where they always have them.
Yeah, that one was bad, though. That was like 90-some cars in that one.
Yeah.
and trucks and
And
stuff.
the
But
funny
I thought
thing-
he was down a little bit further, not in the big accident.
he was in a smaller
Yeah,
accident.
he was in his single car.
Yeah.
Right.
And what's strange is that he seemed to be getting better, and then he got worse and died.
Yeah.
Had a blood clot.
Yeah, it was 2 weeks later.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
That wasn't even 2 weeks.
That was
All I
a
knew
bad situation.
For a few days.
You know, what's strange is, I said something earlier today to somebody, and I said, sometimes things happen and we don't know why, but it's not up to us to try to figure it out. We just have to kind of accept it and move on.
You got to accept it and go on and go with the flow.
Well, not always. In this case, like politically speaking, I'm not going with the flow.
Oh, no. Politically speaking, no. I'm not going with
There's some things, like I said, though, that we just have to let go and go.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
My freedom is non-negotiable.
Yeah. Cassidy and Mike and Carrie were in Washington, D.C. this last weekend, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And they played in front of the Washington Monument.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Yep. The band played there. They also played in front of the United States Marine Corps Museum. Then after that, they all went up and laid roses at the unknown soldier's tomb. The whole school did, and families. And then they watched the changing of the guard and stuff. Then they went down on Pennsylvania Avenue to take a picture in front of the White House.
To get run off?
No, but there's vendors. This is what's funny. There's vendors down there on that street.
There always has been.
Carrie walks down through there looking to see, what to buy and everything. And got down to the last vendor and looking around. And she asked the vendor, "You guys nobody here sells anything of Biden." They go, "Nope," because nobody buys it.
Yeah, who would?
So there's not one of them vendors has got anything that says Joe Biden on it.
Were they wanting something with Joe Biden?
No.
Carrie
just kind of thought that was funny. Here's supposedly, the president right across the street.
Yeah.
And out here in front of all these vendors, there's nobody selling any of his items. But
he set a record for amount of votes. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
No, basically all you're going to get is basement shit.
Right. But after that, they went to the Library of Congress and stuff, did that. And
did you go over to any of the Smithsonian's?
Yeah, they did. They did go over to the Smithsonian. But they're on their way back. I think they might even got back today and stuff. So, but they all had a real good time out there.
Yeah, we used to go all the time. Every 6 months or so, we'd have a field trip to Washington, D.C. I mean, can you imagine that? Just being able to go up there and talk, check out the stuff, see the First Lady's exhibit, see the tarantulas that they have in the Natural History Museum, and then they didn't have some of the museums they have now, but it was one of those things that I looked forward to it every time we went because you could not see it all, and every time it blows your mind when you see all this stuff. I mean, I've seen the Hope Diamond a lot, because I always wanted to go see it, because of the curse that's attached to it. But it's just a neat place to go that.
Yeah, and I could see you guys going there a lot from Baltimore and Virginia and places like that. Right.
Yeah, it was.
But from here, from Middle America, Kansas City area and everything, they took tour buses and everything. Took 2 buses for equipment, kids, and parents and everything to go out there. So that's that's a pretty big deal for them.
It is. It is a huge. I mean,
oh yeah, she'll remember that.
I'll tell you, it was a huge deal for us, just even being 36 miles away.
Yeah.
You know, it was just it. It wasn't normal, but it was great. You know, it just became something that we looked forward to. You know, if you make it through the school year, we're going to Washington, or, you know, this time of year, we're going to go to the, you know, all these places. I mean, Radio City Music Hall was another one that was
never a place I had any desire to go to myself. But
I've been out there and drove around Washington.
I've been
so many times in a semi that I never had I didn't want to go see all them places and be around them big crowds.
The only places that I really liked were the actual museums. You know, getting in the capsule, you know, from the Apollo, you know, being able to get in that was amazing. And it wasn't a replica then. Now it's a replica because it gotten torn up. But, you know, looking at the airplanes, and I mean, they've got these full-size things inside the buildings. I mean, it's weird when you look up.
We paid for when they was playing there in front of the Washington Monument with the water and background of them, you know, there like
in the plaza.
Forrest Gump jumped into my mind.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there going, oh, Forrest's going to run out there and walk through the water. You know, it was a beautiful scene, and they did fantastic at it and stuff. But, yeah, they couldn't have asked for a better backdrop. And all the places they went live or showed pictures of, you know, there was no crowds, very few people around. Even when they was down there on Pennsylvania Avenue, they said there was only like maybe 20 other people besides.
That's because the crime is so bad.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Mm-hmm.
One of the places that I would like to go to again is the bridge where the airplane crashed.
Oh,
during the ice storm that changed everybody's perception on what to do during, you know, the wings of the, because I had friends on that plane, kids that were going to down to Orlando.
Mm-hmm.
That's where that plane was supposedly going, was Orlando. Right. And, you know, some people died. Some people they didn't die, but I think some of them wish they had from the injuries that they had, the limbs that they lost from the cold water. And
that was an amazing landing, though.
Did Denise tell you the good news? We found 2 more boxes of tile.
Oh, I didn't tell them that.
Oh, really?
We got a lot for you.
12 by 12.
Okay. Well, I'll probably be down Saturday.
Okay. I was going to say, this weekend, we're running out of weekends.
Make sure you send me a message first.
We'll be here.
Somebody will be here.
Someone will be here.
I mean, I can't really go grocery shopping for myself anyway.
If nothing else, stick your head in the door and just go, hey.
There's nothing
It'll
here.
Echo. I'll hear.
Yeah, we'll hear. Hey,
yeah,
hey.
I'll have nothing planned.
So have you put your notice in at work or?
No, probably not yet. I'm doing that tomorrow. I didn't even know who to send it to. So I had to talk to a couple guys. I know. It sounds weird.
I told him, I said, just send it to your boss.
Well, I had to talk to a couple guys. One guy actually retired. Another guy actually left. But yeah, they both laughed and they went, well, yeah, you don't really do that.
See, they don't have them down there in Florida, so.
Well, no, they do, but they don't have an open position.
Nah.
Oh.
Different region.
He didn't want to go. He didn't want to work for them anyway.
Yeah. Time to find something else.
Yeah.
And they mostly have the banks that he hates. So, and the guy who's currently doing it is in Mobile.
The offer pad, they're out of Arizona, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was the Arizona number that called us twice this morning.
It says offer pad when they call them usually.
It just said Arizona.
Okay, I'll look at the number.
All right.
And see, because they called me a lot.
She gave us a number. I would see if it'll match. It could have been an interview too. I don't know.
So the person or people buying your house, are they from one of those things that you were doing?
Yeah.
Were they?
Yep, they offered us. They didn't. They offered us the price that they offered us.
And just took off what, I'd have to spend anyway, plus the time and effort.
So basically,
and a realtor fee, which I'd have to pay anyway. So
right.
So when it comes right down to it, they didn't use an imaginary number to subtract from like the other one did.
Right.
So it looks to the neighbors like we didn't sell our house to an investor.
Right.
It looks like we sold it at a decent price, so it'll help everybody else's houses in the neighborhood go up.
Right.
Maybe.
But
it's out of my hands.
Yep, it's out of our hands. So they just told us to make sure that we don't do any damage to the house in the meantime. I'm like, why would we?
Why would we?
But people do.
I know. I've seen it. I've heard the horror stories.
I've seen it and heard it too. And you go and we got closing on this, and you go to the house and they took out every ceiling fan. They took this out. They took that out. And you're like, are you kidding me?
Yep.
The only things that we were taking out are the washer, the dryer, and the refrigerator. And I told them that and it's on videotape because I said something while she was taping.
Right.
So, and made sure that they knew, because the last thing we need to do is be ordering a refrigerator when we get there.
Right.
And I know I'm going to have
especially the prices of them anymore.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, especially with one with
water.
Yeah,
this one we got's not that old. It's
about 8 years.
Is it?
Yeah, and we've had it worked on twice. So
yeah.
Yeah.
It's not the greatest one, but
it's not the greatest one, but we own it.
It's paid for.
Well, let's see. The one we got is, oh my God, what, 15 years old? And we got it when Dad passed away and Mom bought the new trailer and said, we're buying a new refrigerator. I said, okay. I found a real nice one for $400 at the place we went to look at. And she goes, no, Tammy wants this one. The big door on top and the big freezer on the bottom. $1,800 later.
Ooh.
Yeah. So that's one thing we got left of Mom. So
yeah, when we got a refrigerator, I told him, I said, the other house had one with a refrigerator or the freezer on the bottom. It just gets old. Bending down there to try to find shit and you can't find it. Now,
tell me about it. I got an upright freezer. I got a little chest freezer. And then we got that freezer. And I'll say, what do we got in the freezers? And she goes, I don't know. And I go, crap.
Yeah. Then you gotta look.
If something should happen, I know we probably got enough food to last me and her at least 3 months. Easy. So
yeah. We'll probably have to get a small chest freezer at some point for if power's out or whatever.
Yeah.
At least we'll have some freezer stuff that he can, as one of the doctors was telling me on Sunday, that we basically take all the meat that we want and cook it on the grill and have a party.
There you go.
He said in Houston they would have hurricane parties.
Yeah.
Where they would just cook everything from the freezer so they didn't waste it.
Now, one thing you will have to invest in down there is a generator.
We're in a non-evacuation zone and all of our power lines are buried.
Yeah, but if you lose power, you're going to want some power somewhere.
Well, I'm going to tell everybody, buy Generac. Just buy Generac.
Don't install it. Just buy it.
Just buy it. Buy 3, buy 4.
Uh-oh, she must have stock in Generac.
Yeah. I guess I have to reveal that. Yes, I do.
She's losing her butt.
I'm losing my ass on it.
Are you?
Yes, I am.
I know.
Nobody is buying anything.
We were talking, we're having to have we're gonna have dish or have something installed.
I thought she was gonna spend she goes, I think we ought to get some Generac. I was like, yeah, that'd be pretty good. She goes, yeah, I think I'm going to get some today. I thought she was going to get like $1,000 worth or something. No. She went crazy.
It was hurricane season. So I have not lost any money yet because I haven't sold it.
Right.
But, you know, I'm just now making my money back on Tesla.
No.
But
yeah.
The thing is I was making money, and then Tesla did what, you know, whatever, you know, buying Twitter screwed that up.
Right.
But that's not my, you couldn't have known that they truly were going to buy them. And if he does decide to break off SpaceX, that'll change too.
Oh, yeah.
Because SpaceX is a money dumper. They just dump money in it. They're not going to make any money off of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know how you would.
So it's not like they're
like a hobby.
Yeah, it's like they're not going to sell us airfare.
Expensive hobby.
You know, it's not like.
Did you ever see his little homes he was building, the self-sustained homes?
Huh.
Really? He lived in one and stuff. They're all solar powered and everything, and they're fold up. What's cool about them is they fold up, and you can haul them with your car.
Yeah.
With your Tesla.
Yeah, with a Tesla or any car out there. And when you get to your site, you get out, you unhook it and unlatch it, and this thing folds up and it pops up. And
yeah, I've seen stuff like that. I didn't know that was his.
Yeah, so, that's his deal.
So he has a tiny home.
It was actually pretty nice inside too.
I've seen some that are really nice with staircases and all kinds of other stuff. It's just, some of them are $30,000 to $60,000. Why wouldn't you just buy a camper?
Yeah.
I mean, I know why you wouldn't buy one like a Winnebago that you have to drive everywhere. But if you're going to just tow it with you, you might as well just get a Winnebago. Right. You know, and hell, the stream or the Airstreams are some of the nicest campers you'll ever see, even back in the 60s.
Oh, they are.
You know, wood finish and everything. I mean, Matthew McConaughey thinks that there's the bee's knees.
Oh, yeah.
So, but I don't know. I think I'd rather have a house that stands there and doesn't move. At least not during a hurricane anyway.
Right. If I was going to do one of those, I'd build one out of a steel container. And I'd be done.
Oh, you know, one of the guys from the Alaskan Bush people decided that's what he was going to make his house out of. Mm-hmm. I don't know how he got it up there. I don't remember how he got it up there on the top of the mountain, but
probably by helicopter.
I don't know. I think they're too heavy for helicopters.
Oh no, you got helicopters out there that'll carry it.
Nah, it was a truck. They showed he had a lot of problems.
That's right.
Did they?
Yeah.
They dumped it off and it kind of.
Well, you got you got container masters that are here in Missouri that build all these little homes and everything out of these steel containers.
There was one in Raytown.
They're on the TV show.
Back when we lived in Kansas City, Missouri, so 24 years ago, there was one in Kansas City, Missouri, Raytown, you know, kind of where Burr Oak Woods and all that stuff is.
Right.
There's a house back in there that was a container house. It had 4 or 6 containers.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they're doing the biggest thing that hit about steel containers is out there in New Jersey, where the guy built a apartment building out of, what was it, 3,000 steel containers.
The thing is they would be awful damn cold in New Jersey.
Insulated, sprayed insulation on the walls, cut, everything done on it. The licensing and fees he had to get approved and everything. It's on a YouTube video. You can watch it and everything. And it was really neat looking how he did all that.
You know what's bad is on tribal lands. That's what a lot of people live in because of the fact that they're not allowed to own property.
Right.
And it's just sad to look at that. I mean, because when we're driving across 40, you see all this stuff, random crap out in the fields. And you look at it and go, does somebody live there? Is that abandoned? and then you see a kid come running out, and you go, how in the hell can they be living in that squalor? Mm-hmm. And how in the hell can that container be comfortable when it's 20 degrees at night and
100 during the day? Yeah.
Well, and we've been there at times where it's been night. We go in the
really
hotel.
Cold at night and hot in the day.
Yeah, we were in Gallup one time, and we get there and it's 90 degrees.
Yeah.
We go out for dinner and it's 36.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We go out the next morning and we got frost on our windows. And 20 minutes later in Grants, it's nice and toasty again at like 65 or 70. Mm-hmm. It is weird. I mean, you are 7,000 feet up, but you don't even know that you are because everything's flat. So
right.
I don't know.
Oh, I know. It's like when we went on maneuvers in the military out there to Andrews Air Force Base.
Yeah.
Out by there, Northern California, Nevada and all that.
Yeah.
We get out there in March. Man, it's 85 degrees during the day, wearing T-shirts. That night, I about froze my ass off because the commander was off in the Jeep with my duffel bag and everything. It had my coat and all that in it. I was freezing inside one of those armored personnel vehicles, like a deep freeze. Yeah, that lieutenant got mad at me when I grabbed his insulated parka rain jacket and covered up. He looked at me and I went, "You don't want to make me mad. I'll make sure you don't live out here during these maneuvers."
Just a heads up, Andrews is in Maryland. Just a heads up. So somebody doesn't contact me.
What's the one out there in California?
Oh, man, a Castle.
No, it's north of Barstow.
Oh, I went to Castle, and then I went to Castle's down near LA, and then I went to it's out by it's past Merced.
But if you go to the one,
was it an Air Force base or Army base?
Air Force.
Yeah.
It says Barstow Air Force Base.
It's up not far from
Merced. It is. All I know is it was out there in the damn desert. Out there in the damn desert, halfway between Las Vegas and halfway between Los Angeles.
It's Castle.
Castle, yeah.
It is Castle.
Is it?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the one down there near LA.
No, this one's north of LA, up by Barstow, north of Barstow.
That's Castle.
It's Castle.
Okay. That's where we was at on maneuvers out there.
I went there in July and it was like 111, but it didn't feel like it.
Yeah, that's when I knew I joined the wrong military. Because when we landed out there at that Air Force base and got off, and here we are, we had just left Kansas in March, and it was snowing in Topeka, right? So we got long sleeve, shirts on and all this and that. Land out there, and it's hotter than hell. And here goes these guys marching with cowboy hats on, T-shirts, shorts, and boots. And I went, oh, hell, I know I'm in the wrong service now.
That sounds like a Rick Rose dressed up military.
Yeah, but these guys were marching. And when I say boots, these were cowboy boots. These weren't military boots. And here they're marching. And I'm going, they either in big ass trouble or they're having way too much fun, one or the other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, during the day out there, you'd sweat to death.
Oh, yeah.
But at nighttime, oh, man. I can never figure out why the desert, as hot as it could be, would freeze your butt off at night.
I tell you, we got home from down there, from Florida, and I'm changing. This may be graphic for some of you. Because I'm just so well built, I have to wear a bra. And I get home, and up underneath here is sweat lines on my bra. There's so much sweat in it, and I'm like, where in the hell did this come from? So apparently we had. I don't know if it happened when we were here or when we were down there, But either way, I was sweating my ass off.
You had humidity somewhere.
Yeah. I mean,
you feel the humidity, and then it started raining, and it was really nice.
That rain
right after
that rain was like bath water. You know, like here when it rains,
you get
the rain is sometimes cold.
Yeah.
Nope, it was like it was coming right out of the bathtub.
Oh wow!
When we were down there.
Mm-hmm.
So
now you know how when it rains up here and you get out there after it rains, you get that fresh rain smell, you know, and all this and that. How was it down there?
Similar.
With
a little bit of salt.
Yep.
I mean, I smelled salt a lot, but you know,
Salt Life. Didn't you get your sticker?
Not getting a sticker.
No.
I think the people that get those Salt Life stickers are tourists.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, really?
I'm not. Yeah, somebody at work asked me, "You going to get your Salt Life sticker?" And of course, they live on an island in Georgia. Okay, so they have the salt. They live in the Salt Life themselves.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Are you going to get one?" I go, "No." I said, "That's just going to tell everybody I'm new or I'm a tourist."
Uh-huh.
You know, while I have Kansas plates, it wouldn't be bad. And where would I put it? You've seen my car. I don't put stickers on my car.
No.
Why? I mean, because I'm going to need defrost more than I'm going to need anything from all the humidity down there. So,
there's just no room with all the Biden stickers on it. I mean, none.
Oh, I got to get my Harris stickers on there because, you know, I'm so proud of her as a woman.
Oh, yeah, you got to. Oh.
I also got to get one for Dianne Feinstein.
No.
She wouldn't even know.
Ooh.
She wouldn't know.
Well, most of the idiots out there wouldn't know.
My mom.
Damn, you like putting them targets on your car, don't you?
Well, I'm going to be in the most conservative part of Florida. So I put that crap on my car. They're going to probably know it's a joke.
They better know it's a joke.
Well, that's why you take Dianne Feinstein. No, I ain't going to say that. Yeah. I was going to say something. Maybe Target. Maybe Target has some Dianne Feinsteins mixed together with their Target logo. You know, I will tell you, for the longest time, I thought I had a Target on my car anyway. Every time I turned around, remember, I was getting hit.
Yeah, in parking lots.
In parking lots. I'd go into the doctor's office, I'd come out, and somebody's hit my car. And I told him, I said, do I just carry a Target on my ass all the time just for people to hit me?
It was last week. Wasn't on patrol. Was it last week or week before? Yeah. They had a guy pulled over at a gas station, a convenience store, and he's by these gas pumps, right? And all of a sudden you hear a boom. And this idiot, he backs into this guy's car that's in the store. The guy comes out, he sees him, he's like, hey. And this guy drives right by the cops, and he kind of looks like, I hope you didn't see me, and then peels out.
Right.
And the guy comes out and says, hey, that guy just hit my car.
So they had to stop.
So they had to stop everything and go after this idiot.
Oh, I know.
But the look on the guy's
stupidest criminals out there make some of the best videos.
America's dumbest.
He hit this guy's car right in front of these cops. How stupid are you?
Yeah,
I'm gonna take off. Oh.
On Saturday we were at Walmart, me and Lauren, and we had just gotten there, and this old lady hit this family's truck, and she started to drive off. And the woman, the wife of the guy who had the truck, she was screaming at her from the top of her lungs. And I heard the sound, and I said, no matter what, she deserves to be talked to this way because she was going to drive off.
Right.
It wasn't, hey, I hit their car. And the thing is they saw it happen, just like this guy did. Saw it happen.
Yeah.
And just saw that she was going to drive off. And after 15 minutes, the husband, he's looking at the car and he tells the lady there's no damage, just to go on. But it was the principal that she didn't stay.
Yeah, she didn't say, oh, I'm sorry for hitting your vehicle. Let's check things out.
Yeah. I mean, it's a parking lot in Kansas, which is a no-fault state. They have to pay their own damage anyway, but they at least have to know, that somebody did it. Otherwise, it's hit and run. Even on private property, it's still hit and run.
Hey, I'll pass it, Gary.
Hey, we're not travelers. That's bad. And I'll tell you why. So if you watch OP Live or used to watch Live PD, travelers were sovereign citizens, and they would wreak havoc on everybody, and they would still get tickets and say, just sit there and just tell people, we're travelers. We don't have to have insurance. We don't have to have a driver's license. We don't have to.
That's not what he meant.
I know that's what he meant. I was teasing Gary.
Oh, yes.
But yeah, it's one of those.
Yeah, Gary, I showed him the picture.
Oh my God, yes. We saw the picture.
Yeah, that's
from the cemetery.
We talked about that, first 10 minutes of the show?
Yeah, 10, 15 minutes of it we did.
So, I think somebody was being disrespectful overall.
Yeah, on purpose.
Yeah. So.
It is. I mean.
I don't know what they get out of it, but.
They didn't, and the thing is, they didn't even leave the good twisted tea. The raspberry's the best one.
Yeah.
I don't like lemon.
I don't either.
And so they put lemon in everything. No, their original tea has got lemon in it. Not as much.
No, I mean, that's probably why they dumped that one off.
That could be.
No good.
But yeah, the raspberry and the peach, but the raspberry's better than the peach.
Yeah, I remember one time I wasn't very old, probably like 10 or 11. We went to play in a baseball tournament at a different league. So they said, we didn't know what field we were going to be playing on. They had, 12 or 14 fields. So they said, just kind of drive up, park in the main parking lot. And it'll be in one of those. We pulled in, and my dad said, our team's all kind of showing up. And they said, we're going to go down here to the dugout. That's what they called it. And they said, we're going to find out what field we're playing on and who we're playing. We no sooner kind of broke up and they started walking towards the building, and we hear a boom. Everybody kind of turns around. We look, and our car, we had nicknamed, it's a white car, but we nicknamed it the Gray Ghost.
Uh-huh.
A Gray Ghost is 69 Caprice. The Gray Ghost is shaking. We're like, why's our car shaking? And then this car pulls forward. Then they back again. Well, they got themselves in a little bit of a spot, and they were trying to get out. Well, they backed into our car, and everybody's like, hey, they just hit your car, Harold. We start walking over there, and they're trying to get the hell out of there. We're like, we all start running. We go over to the car. Well, hell, we hadn't taken our bats or anything out yet. It's still in the trunk.
Right.
Of course, they're going, this guy's, they're trying to get out of here. They're trying to get away. And my dad opens the trunk, and we got a big bag of baseball bats, right? So he just pulls one out. He gets up there. He goes, you better park that thing now or I'm bashing your car to hell. He got right on by the front bumper. Half our team was out there just grabbing bats. We're all just taking bats like, we're gonna pummel your car if you don't stop. The guy was like, okay, I think they got us.
Yeah.
That car made
the guy got out of there. He tried to say that he didn't do it. I mean, it put a hell of a dent in it.
Right.
We're like, everybody saw you do it, and then the cops got there. He tried to BS. Well, it turned out the guy had been drinking about half the day, which we figured he was.
Right.
So, he got in a lot of trouble.
Well, his dad made money off that car. Just
no. That was a green Gourami.
Oh. The other car sat there just in the out front.
I didn't realize how narrow our street was till I got older.
Yeah.
Or till I came,
when I was.
And everybody parked in the street because you just
sides.
had like a little bitty driveway and maybe a carport.
Yeah.
if you're lucky.
Both
So,
sides,
Gary, how good a condition is that 1881 $5 gold coin in?
I had to line up more.
Yeah, he's having an auction. He's finding.
Where'd you find that? Or
In
where'd you get it?
his stuff.
Probably in some of his stuff his wife had collected through the years. He's finding more and more and more stuff.
Wow. It's got to be worth some money.
What is the mint mark on it?
I don't know.
Just get to that.
He's got a lot more lined up for the auction. He's having an auction June 17th.
Is it a Morgan or a DD?
DD. That's Denver, isn't it?
Yeah, I believe so.
Well, usually it's D, but there may be a different one for DD.
Oh, it's in a very good coin too. So that could bring some good. That could bring some good money at the auction.
Is it?
Yeah, anywhere from about $750. What's that one? About $4,700.
Depending upon the condition and hell, even the melt value on that one. It's $470.
Hey, it shines.
Is it gold?
I'm sure it's probably in really good shape.
Is that what he said?
Yeah, I think it's gold.
Yeah,
it is a gold coin.
Gold.
Yeah, it's a $5 gold coin.
Even in the melt value on that on 528 was almost $500.
Right.
So it's worth at least $500.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I wouldn't sell it for. They'd have to give me a lot more than that.
Yeah.
So must include apparently the mint mark doesn't matter.
No,
on this
maybe
one.
not in that one, but yeah, they're still worth some money.
Yeah, some of the mint marks are.
Yeah, there's one for $4,700. Same coin
on eBay.
That went sold on eBay. I'm gonna be selling a bunch of baseball cards and what else? Oh, basketball,
hockey.
Right.
Yeah, hockey.
But yeah, he's came up with a lot of stuff he's found after his wife passed and keeps finding more.
Huh.
Uncle had it and also has an 1853 half dime.
I think that would be more a collector.
Yeah, that would be more of a collector.
Because I don't think that it's worth a whole lot.
1853.
Half dime.
I thought I had, it's $1,800, but it's not real.
The dime might be worth $35.
Yeah, that sounds
to a collector.
Right.
Yeah.
In average condition.
That's not bad.
So, no, that's not bad because just a silver dime is what, $1.10, $1.20?
Yeah,
$2.
About $2.
Right. But yeah, all his daughters and everything told him, said, "Dad, you got to have an auction and get rid of that stuff. We don't want to have to go through it when you're gone."
Is he finding it in different spots, just like one coin at a time, or is this?
Well, this is
one spot.
He's finding all kinds of stuff she has bought.
She was a hoarder, right?
Yeah,
or
you could say that.
A collecting hoarder.
Yeah. He didn't know any of that was going on until after she passed.
Yeah.
And started going through, and the kids came up and started going through, and Dad, why has Mom got all this brand new jewelry? She had been buying jewelry left and right.
Huh.
Well, luckily Ron's not going to have that problem. I mean, you see all the jewelry I wear.
Say yes. Yeah, he's been finding everything, and now he's got, the kids have been up, and he's been going through stuff, and he's got this tote, this tote, this tote, this tote, collectibles, even figurines and different things like that are high dollar.
I wish I knew something that I needed.
A lot of stuff from the China and different, all of it's from Germany, France, Spain, Italy, places like that.
I have a China set that I think I'm going to try to put out there. It's missing one cup. And it might be worth $100.
Right.
But you know what?
It's pretty neat looking.
It's really pretty. It's called Royal Wheat.
We got some storms.
And yeah, we're supposed to get rain. But the wheat on it is blue and it's silver. I mean, real silver. I mean, I can't even put these in the dishwasher. But I told him, I said, you know what? I think I'm going to just start using them.
There you go.
You know,
I don't know why people don't use their china. Just
for special occasions.
Yeah,
and I've used it. You know, I used it when we first got married. When we had Thanksgiving, we had it on TV trays one time, and so I got that in China. Every time.
Yeah, he's got 5 totes of pink depression.
Those depression glasses is really expensive.
Yeah.
Damn. He didn't know any of this?
Well, that he probably did. She probably had some of that sitting around the house.
Not a lot of it.
Wow.
Well, you don't want people to know what you got in case it gets stolen.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, the pink depression glass is kind of unusual. It's the blue-green that most everybody has. Your mom has some.
I didn't even know what they were.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's got.
Oh, see, Gary said he knew about
it. He did know about the pink.
Yeah.
I was going to say, that's something.
I thought so.
Candy dishes and things like that. Women want that stuff out where people can see it.
Right.
It's just the way that it is. But yeah, I was packing stuff up. I got boxes upon boxes of wine glasses, martini glasses. And guess what I don't do? I don't drink.
Yeah.
So I found champagne flutes and stuff like that. So I only kept the ones that, my mom gave me. And some of them I just need to get rid of. They're so damn thin, they're going to break.
Right.
And I have half the cabinets down there that I have here. So I've got to find out what's important and go from there. So, and I already told the kids, I'm going to be going through a box every week and sorting through stuff. 2 or 3 boxes. I'm just going to keep going on this until I get through every single box.
And if you want anything, you better grab it.
Yep. And then on top of that, yes, I did find stuff that I did not know I had. Or I remembered I had when I saw it. When we had that big pickup, some things that I had when I was a kid had to go out because it got ruined, because it had been stuck in the garage or in the basement.
Right.
So, and I have to go through, I'm not only going through my stuff, I'm going through the stuff of 4 kids and grandkids. Mm-hmm. And with the grandkids, I don't want to get rid of their stuff without their mom looking at it and deciding if they want it. But I bought so many clothes for those kids and they're still in pristine condition. Some still have tags on them.
Right.
So I'm going to be starting an online garage sale. Going to sell everything for, $1, $2. And you buy so much, you get it shipped for free.
Hey,
I'm guaranteed that they'll get it shipped for free if they spend, so much money. But I want to see that these clothes get used. They're all Carter's.
That's the same way we've got totes and totes and totes of clothes out there in this 16 or this 11 by 17 portable garage I got setting out here, and everything that we have collected from. A lot of it's brand new clothes that we collected out of houses that people moved out of and we had to clean up, and different things like that. That we have brand new kids' clothes, brand new women's clothes, and everything. And I told her, I said, we can put them out there for $1 and still make 100% profit because we don't have nothing invested in it.
Well, see, when it comes down to this, I don't know how much I paid for this stuff. I just know I paid for it. So,
well, I know in this garage out here, 99.9% of it, I haven't had to buy.
Yeah.
It's all in there.
In our case, they were used by somebody. whether it was Ruby, Clover, some of the stuff people gave Leah and they never used it. And then Leah never used it. I put Clover in a dress yesterday. Yeah, yesterday they were here playing, and I let them play in the little splash table. Got all wet. I needed to put something on her. Found this handmade dress that somebody made, and you could tell it might have been worn once.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah, she saved things from her mom, her grandmother, and 3 uncles.
Well, one of the things that I have down at the house now, I wrapped all this stuff up in saran wrap, was the picture from Farrah. She's an artist. She took a picture of the gates at the Pythian Castle that are no longer there.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got this picture, and it was artfully done. It looks like a piece of artwork. It's got the paper on the back and the information about the artist and all that on the back.
Mm-hmm.
Got that down at the house. There's a mirror that I brought with us down there. It was on the Trail of Tears with my grandmother's mother, or my great-grandmother's mother. So it does not match my house. Not a bit.
Oh, well.
I'm going to put it up because of the fact that it matches me.
Mm-hmm.
So whether it matches anything or not, because see, our house down there, nothing's wood tone. That's wood tone.
Right.
We have everything here is country.
Right.
Just
and
like
that's not, it's not country down there.
No, I mean, if we had picked everything in the house, I don't know if I would have picked anything too different than what they got.
Right. Not too much.
The only thing I think I would have done is not got white cabinets.
Yeah.
I probably would have
light gray. Maybe,
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, like a light gray. Gray is becoming a real popular color in houses. This house we're remodeling for the people that's going to open El Magway up and rent from us up here. We just got done painting it in a medium to light gray. It's a real beautiful gray color throughout the entire house. And I mean, it made a big difference on that house.
Our house is actually painted like an off white with a gray tint.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so I like it. Am I going to keep it all that color? Nope. I am going to paint. I'm going to make this house mine. Whether anybody else likes it or not, meaning somebody outside my house. Anybody in my house won't care.
Right.
But yeah, we saw some real nice paint jobs in some of the houses that we looked at when we were down there. And, that purple paint, I'm going to take it up to Home Depot. I'm going to have them shake it really good because it's only, 8 miles away?
Right.
You saw how far Home Depot was.
Right.
Yeah. Not even that really. I mean, if we go one way, it's even faster. But
6 tops?
Yeah. So I can take it up there, get it shaken.
I think they got one more trip, Gary.
Got one more, Gary.
At least one.
Well, one.
One for us.
Gary, what are you doing this Saturday? You want to go with me and Tammy down to see Denise and Ron? He might want to come down and see you before you guys take off.
Yeah, I hope he does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll go ahead and Emily, if you're listening, you can come down on Sunday.
Yeah, I Denise wanted to get rid of something, but I did save something for her. I think she'll like.
Oh, to Emily?
Yeah.
Well, if not, I can bring it back up to her.
Okay. Yeah, when you see it, you'll know why. But
okay.
Are you you want the fish tanks, lights, and all the good stuff? Do you want the fish? I got 2 great big goldfish. I don't know.
They're almost eating size.
Take them and put them in that lake.
That's what I'm going to do if you don't want them.
No, I don't want them.
Okay. Yeah, I think they'll be fine there.
Yeah, they'll do fine in there.
Yeah.
Besides, that's catch and release lake anyway, I think, isn't it?
No.
Oh, it's not?
Well, if it's undersized, it is.
Yeah.
Well, there's no size on goldfish.
No. Since they're not native to the area.
they're big enough. They'll hold their own. Of course, they'll be coming up, where I drop them off. They'll be twice a day saying, hey, where's our food?
Oh, you come back up in 2 or 3 years and catch one of them, they'd be 3 times bigger.
Oh, yeah.
Because they grow to their surrounding.
Yep. Yeah, they're starting to get their growth a little stunted. They're only in a 29. They need to be in a lot bigger.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because if you took them down to Florida, you might have to feed them to a gator.
There's none there.
Yeah,
that's right. You don't have very many up around you.
No, the only ones that they know of are the ones that are in captivity. They've only had one back in 2019 and none since.
So we have as many in our backyard as down there. Huh?
Yep.
Wow.
0. You have to go to Southern Florida.
Yeah, they did say.
Okay, probably, Gary, let us know.
Yeah, they probably have to. They said a bigger problem is bears, but no.
Bears and cats, right?
Yeah,
bears and cats. And
well, that's something you're going to have to do is get you a trail cam and set in your backyard.
Yeah.
Oh, we also have some chickens behind our house.
And we're real bad
range.
They're real bad about stray cats, bringing home stray cats.
Oh.
I almost brought home one last night.
Oh, no.
She was so pretty.
Look, Mommy, I found a kitten. That's a puma.
We have a family story about my sister. We were on a dock or a wharf, okay? And my dad is there, and we're just walking around, and Judy finds this cat. She's holding it and petting it, and it's going to sleep in her arms. She's just petting it. She's 3, okay? Just petting it. And my dad looks over and goes, "Oh my God, that's a rat!" And so he walks over to Judy and he takes it and lays it down and grabs Judy's hand. She's yelling. She's going, "I want my kitty! I want my kitty!" And my dad goes, "It's a damn rat. You don't need a rat." But Judy was bound and determined it was a cat. And then when we lived in Kansas City, Missouri, I had a daycare, and we had greyhounds. And the kids found a cat in the yard. It wasn't playing, that they put it on the swing set to play with it.
Yeah.
I look out the window, and I go, "Oh, shit." So I get the kids.
Playing with, and I'm like,
So I go outside with a snow shovel.
The greyhound's got something.
So I go outside with a snow shovel, and it's the teeter-totter thing.
Yeah.
So I put it up there, and I move the teeter-totter so it just slides onto the snow shovel.
Yeah.
And I told the kids, I said, "Go in the house.
Hey, look, a UFO.
I got you some treats. Go wash your hands." And so they go in the house, and I go back to the fence, and I flip the rat over the fence. So yes, it was a rat that they were playing with, a dead rat. I was like, I'm not telling their parents. I'm not. I made sure that they washed their hands really good and gave them cookies and milk.
Oh, that's like up here. There's always been the story about the kids were out playing and found this little cat, took it home, played with it, started raising it and everything, until they got home and it tore the house completely up and found out they'd gotten a bobcat.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, how stupid can you guys be?
When they're babies, you can't tell.
Oh, hell, you can't. They got little pointy ears and hair sticking up on them.
Bobcat.
And they don't have a tail.
Nope.
Well, minks don't either.
Well, we don't have minks up here.
You do. There's people who have pet minks.
Well, that's their problem, not mine. All I know is I don't like cats. So cats don't come around. My dog can sit out on the back porch and spot a cat 200 yards away and bark and growl. I'm going, if I let you out, the fight would be on. But I better not.
Yeah, they don't look like a bobcat.
No, that's a small one. That looks like Keela. Look at how bitchy it looks. Our cat Keela is bitchy.
Yeah, they don't. I don't know.
There are some that have really.
They deserve to have their house torn.
Now, how big are these? Now, how big are these bears down there?
They're a black bear.
Black bear.
Go what?
So-
300 pounds or more?
Let's see here.
Put Florida black bear.
Yep.
Let's see.
Is that one on a beach?
Yeah, they hang out down at the
Oh, yeah, that's right. Down there in
Gulf Breeze.
Gulf Breeze.
250 to 350 pounds.
Is that?
Mm-hmm.
It says our Florida black bear aggressive.
Yes.
Yes, they are.
No, they're real friendly. They're like Yogi.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, boo boo.
Not too far from us.
Oh no, I know that. Yeah, if you go walking in the woods, you could run into one.
Yeah, you're gonna need a gun.
Uh-huh.
It's incredibly rare to see a wild Florida black bear. It's equally rare to spot a Florida panther.
Oh yeah, panther would be harder.
They're
Well-
nocturnal.
Just remember, if you hear something down there, it sounds like an old lady screaming. You got a panther nearby,
Yeah.
because that's what they sound like.
Oh, they're cool looking animals. I mean, they really are. But
Can I have one?
Yeah, make sure it's a bear, not Bigfoot.
oh yeah, that's right. Bigfoot's down there.
That's right.
Yeah, we've been
Swamp
laughing
Man.
about it being squatchy behind us.
Hi,
Oh,
Julie. But yeah,
Look at that.
it's
Isn't it great to have a baby? Look at the baby up here.
mhm.
yeah, it'd be nice when they get Google Earth updated instead of showing a timber where your house should be at.
Well, they at least got Google Maps updated. We're actually showing on the map now.
Yeah.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome.
So, oh, hey, I got a message today from AT&T saying that our devices aren't hooking up to the Wi-Fi
No
down
kidding.
there. And it's like, it's because there's no devices there.
Right.
But yeah, they sent me a message, letting me know that they know that there's a problem. Do we need them to fix
I
it?
think the guy likes coming out to her house.
And I was wearing clothes.
We talked to him for quite a while. I think he liked hanging out there.
Yeah, it
Probably
says,
does.
looks like your Wi-Fi signal isn't quite reaching all the devices in your home.
Oh well,
At least they're
not
checking.
right now.
Hey, at least they're nice and telling
Yeah.
you. But
Yeah.
why
I
are
just-
they checking to see if all your devices?
I don't know.
It's automatic.
Oh,
It's just one of the things that they offer with their AT&T home package. And then we were looking at we have to get rid of Dish Network. And one of the things it has right now is a $200 gift card
Very happily.
if you change over to Direct.
right.
Yeah,
So
and I heard
I'm-
a lot of people said that they never get any of that either.
So I know that
Don't
too. But
take too much stock in that.
So I'm going to go ahead and just transfer. Say, hey, I'm getting rid of Dish Network when we, because we're not because we're moving, but because I don't want to go with them. Go ahead and send me my $200 gift card.
Right.
And install it. But here's what we decided. We decided we were going to go with the internet package for TV instead of the satellite dish.
Right.
Because here with the satellite dish, if it rains heavy, we lose our TV.
It's done.
Yep.
So all this stuff is buried,
Yeah, we won't lose it.
so we won't lose it during a storm.
Which would be
So-
weird.
We might lose electricity, but
What
we
kind
won't.
of internet TV you got down there? Just like everybody does, Hulu, all that stuff.
No,
It's
it'll be through Direct,
direct,
Oh,
and then I have,
which is not any better. But
we have 2 Roku sticks,
right.
so it depends on what I want to.
Dish kept jacking up her rate. They, we'd call every couple years and complain about our prices, and then they give you a good rate. But
Right.
oh yeah, we'll hold that rate for a year or two, and then
Yeah.
the rates just started
Creep up.
climb back up, and then above and beyond.
I know.
Within a
That's
few months.
all we do is watch Hulu, Paramount Plus, Roku TV and a little bit of regular TV off the antenna, but more Hulu. And what was funny was
we don't watch
the
it much.
29th. The 29th. Our Hulu. I was outside working, and Tammy went to church, and I came back inside. And of course, if you're not watching Hulu, it'll stop for a while, and all you do is hit the OK button, and it comes back on, right? I come in, sit down, get me something to drink, hit the OK button, and then it goes, log in. And I went, what the hell? So I go, log in. It won't let me log in.
Somebody stole your login?
No. So I tried 2 or 3 times, went, crap. So I went back out, finished what I was doing, came back in. She came in, and I said, we don't have Hulu right now. Something's going on. It won't let me log in with my email or my password. Right? So finally, I had to go back to the email that I used on it. I had to reset a password on my email, and then go to the device settings when you log in on computer and do it that way. And finally got it back on. Right? Took about 3.5 hours to do all this shit. Well, I get done with work today. Jeanette calls. Right? I walk in, get me something to drink. She calls, can Carl come over and help me get my Hulu set back up? Hers did the exact same thing.
Oh, I thought you were going to say that she was logged in as you.
No. Hers did the exact same thing. We're on that special $1.99 a month for 12 months Hulu. Hers did the exact same thing yesterday.
Huh.
And the funny part about it is all our payments were taken out yesterday.
Huh.
For it. As soon as they took the payment out, they logged you out, and you had to log back in. And I went, oh, this is a bunch of crap.
Well,
it was fun.
Yeah, so Lauren has one of the Roku sticks that we have, and then we have a Roku device, not a stick, up here. And so it's not a real big deal, but most of the stuff that we watch is on, regular TV, basically. Well, on Dish Network or DirecTV.
Right.
So it's like, I don't know. Is it worth it? I don't know. But
we'll it is for Hulu for us and her while she's in the house all this time waiting to find out from the doctors. Hulu and Paramount Plus. Paramount Plus, I got to admit, has got some really good shows on it. It really does.
Devin and Lindsay have logins to everything.
They must, because they don't show nothing on the regular.
Yeah. I mean, and they watch Dish Network through us.
Yeah.
Because I signed them in down there when we were there. And it's like, okay, well, you're going to be losing this because we're going to get rid of it.
Yeah, it doesn't come in very good.
Did they finally get their internet set up?
Yeah, theirs has been set up. Theirs is fine.
No, the kids. Ruby.
Oh, yeah.
They got, no, they're still, what are they going to do when you leave?
No, I have my phone.
Yeah, I know you have.
They're fine. They got internet. That's why I have my phone.
Oh, okay. Because I know they had to have your phone for mobile hotspot for a while.
Yeah. They have one of those prepaid cells. Mm-hmm. They do lock you up after so much data. I used that month, my cell phone bill did not go up at any, and we used over 400% of the data.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a good deal as far as that goes. Did not know that T-Mobile has a veterans discount. So I should have gotten this taken care of years ago and had no clue.
Right.
But we're going to, we have to get him a phone because we don't even have phone jacks in the house.
There's one.
Yeah, there's one.
Who would actually put phone jacks in a house anymore? Actually, if you stop and think about it.
You have to remember, I work for a landline company.
I know
it
you
would
do.
probably be only me. There is one telephone jack, isn't it, in the dining room?
Yeah, it's in the dining room.
It's in the dumbest place, in the dining room.
And it's a voice over IPs anyway, so.
Oh.
So,
I know.
So basically, we kind of have to have a cell phone for them to be able to find us if we call 911.
Yeah, exactly.
So, because voice over IP doesn't tell them anything.
No, it don't. But I mean, landlines are almost becoming a thing of the past.
That's why we sold off that one part of the company.
Mm-hmm.
So to the other company now called Brightspeed. So it is what it is, and
Yeah, I want to get a Florida area code, so that's why I'm wait till I just get down there.
Right.
And I won't be. I'll keep my cell phone number.
Yeah, you keep yours.
Since everybody knows it, I would hate to change it. And if you don't know it, I'm not giving it to you.
That's right.
Otherwise, I'll get calls during the show.
Yeah. Have you moved yet? Oh, no. Okay. Yeah. Bye.
But yeah,
I get calls all the time from New Mexico, Nebraska, Montana, and I'm like, I don't know anybody out there, so I'm not answering the phone call.
Actually,
good idea.
See, for me, for work, I have people calling me from all across the world at this point, because I had a meeting this morning at 5 a.m. the UK, and I told them I couldn't make it. And it's like, I'm sorry. I did.
Did you?
Yeah, it's just more work for me, but yeah, today was unusual. I met my new boss, and we actually started at the company at the same time, and it'll be interesting to see what he has to say about, because he said a lot of things that I've said before about how companies change over time and how it was different before when we had Glenn Post. Our company used to say prayers before every staff meeting or every board meeting.
Mm-hmm.
And then they changed.
Please, God, let us get some good information.
please, God, don't let the guy, the mayor of New Orleans, get on our board of directors. Failed.
Yeah.
Don't let the governor of Louisiana get on our board of directors. Failed. It happened after he left.
Right.
But yeah, it's one of those weird things, but it was kind of nice to hear somebody's voice the same opinions that I've had about how we reorganize and then reorganize again back to the way it was, and then reorganize again, and we lay off and we rehire, and because when I introduced myself today, it's like, I've been here 25 years. I started with Sprint. I said, who do we work for today? And he goes, I already see I'm going to have to block Denise, my sense of humor. But, I've been laid off, one less time than I've been rehired. So it's like, I've been there and I've done that. And a lot of people don't realize with every reorganization, you run the risk of something changing, and it could be your job being gone. And all these people, none of the people in my group have been there more than 6 years.
Really?
Yep. Most everybody's been there less than a year and a half. 3 weeks. So the only experience that they have to go off of is what I tell them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of sad to see people who are totally clueless is what I'm seeing.
Right.
So what is the squeaky noise in the background? It could be my grandson.
Yeah, he's playing games.
Could be.
It could be
Yeah,
that.
that's what it is.
It could be my chair.
Yeah, it could be. Well, you remember when I had my first show, Ron in the
my
squeaky chair?
Yeah.
And Ross would go say something to me about, I hear that chair again. And it's like, there's nothing I could do. So
Right.
my chair doesn't
some
make any
people thought
noise.
it was paranormal.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people thought a lot of things, the light and dark where you guys are sitting now used to flash back and forth across there.
Like I said, eventually that'll go away once I have some sun. I just don't know why it's so dark, because the lights are on. And that's too harsh, moving it up.
It is. It shows it real dark in the background back there.
Well, the light
I
on.
know that room is not dark.
Up here. I think we got storms coming in.
Oh, is it clouding up real bad?
You'll go, it just looks dark out there.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't have the overhead light on.
I don't think the blind is actually open.
Yeah, they said there were some storms going to be coming in.
Yeah, I got a warning that it was supposed to rain. And I just heard a cat meow too.
Mm.
Closest lightning strike within 10 miles.
Yeah, I was going to say, I was coming home, I was hearing a static on the radio.
Yep. Thunder, lightning, Osawatomie, Spring Hill, Mapleton,
right,
all south of us. Oh, Lawrence. Yeah, you might see some stuff too later on.
I know, we're supposed to.
Yeah, it looks like Atchison, Mound City.
Julie goes, it's sunny where she's at, but it's freezing cold.
Yeah, they're in their winter.
Yep, they are. We're in our summer, and we're not even in summer yet, but we're in summer.
And we all know that probably the next time you see me, I'll probably be wrapped in a blanket, sitting there going, it's cold.
I doubt it.
I know. You were shocked last week.
I was like, they're
raining.
in Florida.
I just don't. I'm always cold. But yeah, I went to the doctor today. Went to see the heart doctor today. And he's in total agreement that I need some testing done to rule out some rare things.
Right.
So, but he told me the same thing that I think I said to him. He agreed with me, basically. I said, I don't want to tell the doctor what to do. I want him to look at it with fresh eyes and give me their honest opinion. And if I get the same answer, then great. And if I don't get the same answer, then I can bring up what I think needs to be done. Right. So, but he was very happy with, he said, I'm basically maintenance. He goes, of course, Ron would have told you that. I'm just
high maintenance.
But he said I'm doing really good. My heart rate was like 56.
Oh, yeah, you do great most of the time.
Yeah, most of the time I'm okay. It's just all of a sudden, sometimes it'll hit and it'll be...
Yeah, she's out for a day or so.
It'll be AFib and
seems about 2 or 3 times a week anymore.
Well, let's see.
But I will say one thing. There was a couple days she was really active because she had to help unload the truck and do some, run around. She seemed to do a lot better on those days.
Was it Monday night?
I don't know. I don't know. It's just a weird coincidence, but
Monday night though.
She seemed to do better when she got a little exercise.
Right. Well, Tammy, she's been moving around pretty good, and then all of a sudden it'll hit her. Both legs are hurting real bad, and back and all this and that, and they still haven't figured out exactly what we're doing yet.
Right.
So,
well, she needs to probably keep track of what makes it worse, what makes it better. Normally, we don't notice what makes it better, but we do.
They're still going to do the biopsy, right?
Yeah. They're, let's see, the 17th.
So that's
June.
June.
That's a Saturday, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a Saturday.
Yeah. I know.
They're going to do it on a Saturday?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Her last doctor appointment to go down and get all this set up was on a Saturday.
Huh.
The specialist came in just for that day.
Huh. Where's the specialist out of?
Kansas City.
Kansas City?
Yeah, at a
That
KU. Actually, at a KU.
I'm just glad she doesn't have to go to KU.
No.
The parking down there is so much worse than when we used to live up there.
I know. She went down there once, and at least I got to give KU. They found out the problem. It's just they couldn't do it because they're in Kansas and her Medicaid and Medicare is in Missouri. They couldn't do it. They couldn't do the surgery.
Don't know what Gary tagged you in.
Gary, I'm not sure what you have tagged me in. Who is this?
Oh,
I don't know.
I wonder if he accidentally tagged somebody under Bigfoot.
It could had.
I don't see.
I saw a guy today in the
Facebook user. Tell us your name. That way we know who you are.
There was a car parked next to me. It had all kinds of "I believe in Bigfoot" and "I've seen him" and all these Bigfoot stickers, right? And the guy was sitting in the car. He had the car running. I had to, I waved. He saw me get in mine. I waved to him. He waved back. And anyway, I had to get out and tap on his window and say, "Hey, I noticed your bumper stickers." And he goes, "The bumper stickers?" I say, "Yeah, the Bigfoot." And he starts laughing. He goes, "Oh, I only got them on there as a joke." And he goes, I have people stop me all the time and say, "How many have you seen?" Or, ask him all kinds of questions. And I said, "Yeah." I said, "It's just kind of funny. I saw all those." And I said, "I had to ask you." And I said, "Yeah, there's a guy in Kansas City, Carter Bouchard." And he goes, "I've heard of that guy."
Well, that's like we went to Walmart last Saturday and we pull up there and park, get out. I go get a shopping cart there out of the place.
Oh, crap.
So Tammy don't have to use her walker deal, right?
Yeah.
We start going up through there and I stopped her and I said, "Look at this and tell me what's wrong with this picture." Right across where no vehicles are parked at all, right? Nothing there.
Yep.
There's a grocery cart with a bag in it and a cooler, blue and white cooler, all by itself. And I'm looking at that going, this ain't right. If I'm waiting to see if somebody ran after the cart in case it got away from them or,
right,
or anything. We stood there for probably 5 minutes looking at this. And I go, I'm going to go up and tell somebody about this. This just don't look right. So we walk all the way up to the store. I find one of the guys that goes out and gets the carts. And I told him there's a grocery cart in there that has a blue and white cooler in a bag in an area around there where there are no vehicles. You might want to have somebody kind of check this thing out and see. Oh, okay. He takes off walking. And I said, "Are you going to check on it?" And he goes, "Yeah." And I said, "At least wait until I get in the store before you do. Just in case it goes boom."
Yeah.
Because that's what it looked. I mean, everything appeared like that.
Yep.
That's weird. We have more comments on Japan Paranormal. We have more comments on Japan Paranormal than we do on Bill Bright's network.
Yeah. They don't come
It's Denise Pack. So he accidentally copied Denise Pack.
Oh.
Of Ernie and Denise Pack.
Yeah, Ernie and Denise, yeah. So what's everybody over on Japan Paranormal saying?
Oh, it's all in our chat.
Oh, is it?
I don't see it.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just that we have 33 comments over there, and we only have 8 in the other one. And thank you, Julie, for being a Paranormal Nation Radio and Bill of Rights Network strong supporter. We appreciate it.
Yes, we do appreciate it very much. I mean, yeah, Rumble, we had quite a few watching. We've dropped down on Rumble, but it's still doing real good over there.
Well, I'll tell you, I can't wait to have my 8th anniversary show when we come back. I think it's going to be really fun. Like I was saying earlier, one of Ron's family members wants to be on the show. At least that's what I gathered from him this morning.
Right.
And if so, it'll be an interesting show, talking about, possibly if they see ghost ships and stuff like that. He's not a paranormal expert, but he's a paranormal experiencer.
There you go. That's great.
So it'd be from there. And Lena Townsend, I'm going to have her on because she was supposed to be the guest that I had that couldn't get a quiet place in her house.
Yeah, we can't seem to get her on. Line up.
Sometimes things just happen. They're just not meant to be.
I know. And this Friday night, We the People will be live on Facebook for about 15 minutes. Mm-hmm. And then we're going strictly to Rumble after that. Because we've got some things to say that Facebook would shut us down for.
Right.
Rumble won't shut us down. So Barbara's going to cut loose Friday night with a lot of stuff. So we're going to try that and see how that works.
Well, it really irritated me when the person was telling me that we need to do something about the Santas. And
I get this. I get
some guy
stupid texts like that 3 or 4 times a week for the contribute to stupid Democrat causes.
But still,
because of the 206 area code.
Right.
Oh yeah, I can't wait for him not to
Seattle, in case no one knows.
But
because everybody up there votes.
It's going to get interesting as it continues on and names come in to the game. Who's putting their name in the hat and the ring and all this and that. And with the Democrats not having any debates this year coming up on this election.
Well, you saw his
strategy. I think they're screwing up by not having debates.
No, that's their strategy. He's going to go back to the basement strategy again.
Mm-hmm.
Which, we don't hear from the idiot now. But when he's out there for 2 seconds, he goes,
I know.
Bumbling idiot.
Yeah.
I get such a kick out of Australia, Sky Network over there, their news agency over in Australia. You talk about putting Joe Biden down. They've got it down to an art.
They know
over there.
Joke. Everybody
knows God, they laugh. It is hilarious.
Maybe that'll help. I did a Facebook post, okay? And it's not meant to be political, okay?
Right.
Not political. Said Kansas days are numbers, Florida days to soon start. Maybe if I'd started with my Kansas days, would maybe have cleared it up. There's a debate about the Santas going on there. And all it is supposed to say my days are numbered here.
Yeah, we're going to go from one of the worst governors to the best. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Julie's glad that Biden canceled his trip to Australia.
Yeah, I would be too.
Were they having a dumb convention?
Your children are safe over there, Julie.
Yep.
No sniffing or licking over there. So
yep. Leave the perv over here.
No.
Lock him in his basement. That's what they're doing. Saw this morning that's how he's running this next campaign.
Yep, that's what I just said.
Mm-hmm.
So,
except you said it.
No, same way as you.
Much better.
No,
Send
I'm
him
not
to
saying.
Canada. Yep.
Well,
Yeah, they already
Oh,
got
it,
their.
we
They
could
got their
actually
problem up
send him
there.
to Ukraine. He'd be better off over there with his buddy.
Yeah.
well, or Russia.
Yeah.
Yeah, Canada's got their own hemorrhoid. That guy's an idiot. Canada used to be a pretty cool country too.
Mm-hmm.
But I wouldn't go up there for nothing now.
Oh, I wouldn't either.
I have no reason to.
UK used to not be too bad either to visit, but it's gotten really weird. So
I know.
I don't know. We're better off where we're at, I guess, in this country.
Hope and pray Cassidy will have a safe trip to Spain and over there, and the day she's over there and come back safe.
Are they having any political uprising over there?
No.
Not really, but there are things going on over there.
Well, hopefully the family she's with will keep her safe.
Oh, they will. They will.
Otherwise,
That I'm not worried about.
Yeah, that's one of the better countries to go if you're wanting to visit over in Europe.
Yeah.
Is Spain.
Recently, a bunch of people have been going to Portugal. I don't know why. Maybe because they found out about Portuguese on OP Live and said, hey, we can get pulled over there and act like we speak Portuguese and they can't figure out what we're trying to say.
Exactly.
Because one of the guys there just kept getting Portuguese people. And
I wonder what these officers do now when they pull somebody over and they walk up and the person inside the car goes, no speaky English, no speaky English.
They call for translators.
It happens more all the time.
How many cabezas have you had today? Cervezas have you had today? How many cervezas?
2.
Still
Always 2.
Dos.
Yep.
Even if it's siete, it's still dos.
Yeah. But so, I bet there's a lot of officers that's hearing a lot more of that. You know. Or they ask them for their license. Oh, I came over across the border.
One of the jobs I put in for, I asked, little questions along with your resume. One of them was, do you speak Spanish? And I put no. Because I don't.
You can count.
And if I don't get the job, I don't care. I'm not going to learn it.
Exactly.
I don't live in that country, so.
No. If I have to speak it, it's called an app on the phone.
Yeah.
And your verbs are probably going to be wrong.
I don't care as long as I go, do you understand? And it comes out something else.
Hey, Jeremy.
Hi, Jeremy. How you doing?
Your daughter, Jeremy. Can't believe she's 18 already.
I know.
She does not look 18. So,
no.
And you don't look like you could have an 18-year-old kid.
No.
So
Jeremy's doing really good after all his surgery.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how's he doing?
He's dead.
So, orbs in the tree, yeah, wouldn't doubt it.
On tree trunks.
Quite possibly could be water droplets.
Could be.
Or our tree is injured at our new house.
Yeah.
You can see the sap running down. It's all nice and shiny and sticky. And if you need any glue, I can get you some.
Yeah.
So pine sap.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not pine tar, so I can't turn it over to George Brett.
Oh, come on.
So
you got to get, oh, George. He's quite the character.
I have stories from when I used to work at a exclusive drugstore in Prairie Village.
Yeah.
About him, Dan Quisenberry, Stuart Lee, whole bunch of different sports people here in Kansas City. My favorite one is from, God darn it, the tall guy. Shit. Suddenly can't remember his name, but he would come in singing African gospel songs.
Oh, Lee Lacy?
Yeah, Lee Lacy.
Played for the Kings.
Yeah. He'd come in every week to get his basketball player back in the day.
Right.
We had a post office to the pharmacy, and so I had to work the post office and parts of the pharmacy. He would come in singing at the top of his lungs, most beautiful songs, and the thing is, you're not going to tell this guy who's 6'8" or something
11.
like that. He's huge and about as wide, okay, that he can't sing.
Right.
And he'd come in there just singing at the top of his lungs and came in to get his money orders to pay his bills, which was kind of sad seeing what basketball players make now and what they don't make, didn't make then.
Exactly.
And, but he was such a nice guy. And, it's strange how you would meet one person who's really nice, and then you'd meet this other person who was an asshole. Dan Quisenberry, always friendly, always nice. Right. He died from brain cancer.
Yeah, he's pretty young.
Yeah, I see Jeremy was in Colorado, and now he's getting ready to leave for Nevada, probably in his bowling tournaments.
He does that?
Oh,
yeah,
poker?
he does that.
Oh.
He goes out to Las Vegas, I believe, in Nevada.
Yeah.
To the big bowling tournaments. He's done that for years.
Oh, bowling. Okay.
Oh, bowling.
Actually, there's Tina. She gets involved in those. She's the one that runs KCOR. She gets into those big bowling tournaments and she's in a bunch of leagues and stuff. She just loves it. There's a real nice bowling alley down at South Point.
You got an alien running around in your background back there with his helmet on.
Yep. And at the casino that we stay at all the time when we go there, has duck pin lanes.
Mm.
You have to pay to bowl. It's coin operated, but it's in an Airstream camper there and duck pins. So, and if you've never seen duck pins, the pins are about this big, and the balls are about this big. No holes. You just throw it, not like a shot put, underhand. You throw it over, you break the lane. But that's what I grew up on, was playing duck pins when I was a kid.
He bowls Saturday and Sunday and then leaves on Monday to come back home.
Are you driving?
Yeah, he drives.
It's a good trip. I mean, it's really nice. One of my coworkers lives 26
Matter of fact, I think he probably went through Kansas City.
Probably. To get you don't have a choice, really.
I know.
Unless you go across 80.
If he's coming back through that, we need to get a hold of him.
Yep.
With where he lives, he probably will come back 70. So, I know I like the south route better. Sounds like I got to go deal with something. Because somebody's going to come out naked.
Uh-oh.
We don't want that rating.
Oh.
Yeah, golf is boring.
Just a second, Ruby.
I can't.
Oh, now, come on. I play golf.
I can't watch it. I
thought it was a stupid game of hitting a little ball, and I said it couldn't be that hard. So I went and bought a set of used golf clubs. First time I hit one, I went, I thought it was supposed to go straight.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know. There's lots of golf courses down there, and people want to retire and golf all day. I was like, why do you want to spend money just to get pissed off? Because you're never going to master it.
No, but you can get pretty good at it, and there's a lot of money in golf.
See, I've played putt-putt, and I went to driving ranges, but I never put them together.
Mm-hmm.
And one day we went out to the golf course. I was like, wow, this ought to be different. I've never actually put them together. First hole, they said, how often you golf? And I said, this is my first time on an actual golf course. And they're all kind of laughing. Boom, right down the middle. They said, oh, yeah, first time.
Mm-hmm.
I said, yeah. They're like, yeah, nice shot. You just drilled it right down the fairway. Pretty nice shot. I'm like, I'm telling you, I've driving ranges and putt-putts. That's it. I've never been on a real golf course. Second hole, slice. Slice. Yeah, slice every damn hole after that. They're like, oh yeah. You weren't lying. You really do suck. So I told you.
Yep. Oh, I got, like I said, I kind of got hooked into it. My nephew Craig is a big golfer and was golfing
I've got some more clubs.
Hamilton golf course and stuff. So he brought me down his golf cart. He wanted it airbrushed with flames on it.
Yeah.
So because he was going to sell it. So I had it all airbrushed. And he came down and got it the night before their big Calcutta. And I took it up to him the day of the Calcutta. And he says, well, come on out to the course and everything and ride around with me and see what, this is all about. And I said, okay. I said, I've never played golf, they had no inclination in it. So anyway, get in with him. Their group goes out and stuff. And I'm watching going, okay. Not bad. We can do that. But we got all done, got the auction that night. Next day came out, and of course you're signed up with a different group.
Yeah.
So Craig goes, oh, you're really going to see some today. I said, what? And he says, you see that big boy right there? I said, yeah. He says, you watch him hit. And everything. I said, okay. So we start on number 1 and everything our group did. Craig and all his group got up there, and of course they get their drivers out. It's 420 yards, I believe, to the green.
Yeah.
And everything. And Craig lays one down through there. Junior lays one down through there. Junior's boy lays one down through there. They're all using the big driver. Right?
Yep.
This big boy gets over there. He's from Iowa.
Yeah.
Right? He pulls out to Craig, and I said, what you using that club for? And he goes, watch. That's a 5-iron. I said, yeah. You used the big-headed one, the driver. He goes, yeah, but watch. This kid swung beautiful, hit that ball, and it sounded like a 30-06 going off. Right?
Yeah.
On the green.
Yeah.
Right? So we get this going and everything, and this guy never uses a driver at all. And stuff. And I'm going, what's the matter? He goes, they've been kicked out of so many golf courses because their clubs are shaved and weighted. And I went, oh. I said, why are they doing that? And I said, he goes, you remember the bids last night? I said, yeah. They're out to win the A flight and take away about $4,000.
Oh.
I went, oh. So that's how I got into golf. I was like, I
played another 3 or 4 times, at work and little tournaments and that, but the big driver in that, I had no clue where the ball was going when I hit it with that.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, I just can't hit a damn ball, off the tee with the stupid driver. I played 3 or 4 times, and finally I pulled my friend aside. I said, I can hit it straight as an arrow with
putter,
with the 3-iron or 5, 7 or 9. I said, just straight as an arrow. I said, it'd be nice if it wasn't illegal to use. I said, do they make like a 1-iron or something? And he looked at me like
they do.
He goes,
they do make
yeah,
them
they make one irons. I said, well, why is it illegal? You can't use that instead of a stupid driver. He goes, you can. He goes, but why would you? And I said, because I'd like for it to go straight. Not, I don't know where it's going.
Uh-huh.
He goes, yeah, just get a one iron and use it. And I thought, bingo, problem solved.
Yeah. But I mean,
I tried one guy. He actually had a one iron, and I tried it. It's just, I could put it anywhere I wanted it, straight as an arrow.
Yeah.
With a driver, had no clue.
Driver, 3 wood, 5 wood, 7 wood.
Yeah, could not hit it.
Any of those, if you don't hit it just perfect,
yep,
you slice or the other way, and I mean it's bad. But anyway, we got about 4 minutes left on here and everything. So you say, Denise, when are you going to be bringing back your show?
I think it'll be most likely June 19th.
Okay.
Next time that we're, I just don't want to take time away from the stuff that we really need to get done.
Exactly.
We won't cut out. That's for sure. Ooh.
Well, that was big thunder.
That's some thunder.
Yeah, it was.
You heard that?
Yeah, I heard it.
The main thing is guys, I don't want to half-ass a show for you guys. I want to be able to spend the time to get the right guest for the right time for the right show, and as you've
we're working on more guests for a year,
and I want to get some more guests for your show. It's just right now my priorities are family, moving, and family, and I'll tell you, that's how it is. I mean, my work, I'm so far behind at work, I can't even catch up. I'm trying, but my priorities, like I said.
I get to let mine know tomorrow, so it's going to be happy days from here on out. I talked to a couple guys that used to work with, and I told them what was going on, and they said, oh my gosh, they are not going to be happy.
No, they're not.
Especially the timing. I'm supposed to install 18 machines that week. I'm not going to be here.
Well, they can use it for training for somebody.
That's right. Be good training for them. But yeah, I know the feeling. I've been producing the shows and on shows and working my butt off and everything and stuff. So it's been wild, let me say.
Well, at least I've been able to give you a break.
You have, and I appreciate it.
I just know that you guys have so much stuff. You guys personally, as your family, have a lot going on. And again, like I said,
Barbara have a show tonight?
You guys have a show? Conservative View is on a hiatus right now until we figure out
it could be
who's going to co-host with her on that show.
Yeah.
So.
Well, remember, I also had some ideas for some new shows when I got back, but I knew that I couldn't get something started and then stop.
No, we'll do something like that, but we'll get you guys down there, get you settled in. Things will get settled around here, and I mean, it's going to be a lot better.
Yeah, we're going to make you guys come in here every night during the week to watch shows. How is Cameron?
He's been doing. I don't know yet. We'll put it that way.
So, guys, keep an eye on the network to see what we're doing. And like I said, the Paranormal Pride is going to come back. Fingers crossed on the 19th. It's just going to depend on how much stuff I still got to do to get caught up from moving. But I'm going to try to get that anniversary show in. In fact, I thought I was going to do it next week, and it's like. I have him, and I don't want him to get mad at me because I do something that's selfish. And I think it would be selfish if I did. And
I got to get set up for the Paranormal Pastor, get him set up on the show and stuff. And then I'll probably start my show back up on Thursday nights, doing my airbrushing and engraving
Well, you're going to have a whole lot of stuff to use.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, that's good. I've got to get a lot of stuff made for July and stuff to get down there.
And I sent you some pictures of stuff that I'd like to see done up.
Okay.
You remember the Audrina? I sent you the picture of the dog that looks like a really happy dog.
Uh-huh.
That's Lacey's dog. And then I sent you a picture of Kaylin and Kimba together for Lauren.
Okay.
And but you should see these puppies. They are so cute. They all look like little corgis. They're not supposed to be, but that's what they look like. But
what are they supposed to be?
No, well, what they truly are is 3/4 Shiba Inu, which is a Japanese herding dog, and 1/4 corgi. Their fur feels like corgi.
See you, Julie.
So
take care, Julie.
Have fun with your readings.
Yeah, corgis are a neat dog. So.
Shiba Inu looks spits. So, but yep, I've got some of those, and like I said, we got you a whole bunch of tiles. One box isn't even opened.
Oh, great.
So,
yeah,
you're gonna be. You probably need a truck. No, you don't need a truck. Take the stuff back.
I can put a lot of stuff in the back of that Subaru. Let me tell you.
Oh, I was kidding anyway, but yeah, it'll do you good to have all this stuff, and I think you'll like it. If not, then maybe you can sell them.
Some are brown and some are white, and then we've got the stones that were around the fire pit. That's pretty cool looking because it's weathered stone.
Right.
So it's got a little personality to it.
Oh, good. Yeah, anything.
I think you'll like it.
Rocks, and I'm testing on some of the flat river rocks, the little ones, decorative rocks, to laser engrave different things on them.
Wow, I didn't even think of that.
You know, runes. You could make runes.
Mm-hmm.
And so those sell online. I mean, I don't know if you can make them any cheaper than you can buy them, but you never know.
One big thing I got to do and Tammy's got to boil me some eggs, is I had a question on Santiago's show come up about laser engraving boiled eggs.
Huh.
On the shell.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And stuff. So because Scott down there at Scared City Productions has a large amount of eggs since his wife bought these chickens. He's been selling eggs and giving eggs away, and he's still got too many eggs. So somebody said, boil them up and bring them, at the Paragold convention, and Carl will engrave them.
Why?
And I went, why do I want to do that?
Yeah, why?
Well, you can engrave somebody's name on it, and they can try to peel it off and save the name. I don't know.
I'm going to tell you, that sounds like a waste.
It is. It's a waste of time.
I mean, it's a waste of the egg, but I think it's a waste of your time.
It is. But if they'd sell for $1 a piece, hey, I care less.
So, well, I think we should go.
If we come down, we'll be in Gary's truck.
Okay.
So
good. I can't wait to see you guys, and hopefully our house won't be a trip and fall hazard.
Shouldn't be.
With all the shit we got.
Be pretty empty.
I've got a bunch of stuff to take to donate.
Most of it will be in the garage.
Hey, I know exactly where the house is at now, so.
This house has always been hard to find. Always.
It wasn't hard to find, especially when I know what kind of car Ron drives for work.
Well, at least you knew.
And then I looked at Lauren's car and I went, it's got to be Lauren's car.
Yep. Hyundai.
Yep.
Looks just like mine.
A Hyundai in the driveway and a Toyota up there with tools in the back seat. I said, it's got to be Ron's. Got to be.
So.
But anyway.
Yep, come on down and we'll load you up with some supplies and And he says, you can drive, Carl.
Yeah, I can drive. Yeah, I just put it on GPS. It led me right to it.
So, well, like I said, they changed the street sign to say South Thomas, and it's never said that. And now suddenly it says it's South. I'm like,
they screwed up on the
they
sign.
did. They did all these roads are north and these roads are south, and so, but yeah, it's stupid. But
I know.
Thank you guys for listening. We appreciate it. Please come back and check out the Bill of Rights Network for all your radio listening needs. We don't care where you listen to us at, just as long as you listen.
Right.
There you go, Carl.
And check out
the next ones.
Yeah, check out Things Network on Facebook. Check out the Temple of Phoenix Rising Entertainment on Facebook and Japan Paranormal on Facebook, where we are always live with the Paranormal Nation radio show and the Paranormal Pride. So check all that out. And we will see you all next week. Have a good evening.
Good night.
Night, everybody.